legal minds on the planet. Judge, welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining us this early, Andrew.
Joey, how are you, my dear friend?
We're doing
They're still talking about you in Sussex County, New Jersey.
I said this earlier, and I want to tell you, when I'm there, it was first responders, it was police, it was firefighters, it was everything. And there I am, and I was with Phil Boyce, our boss here at the station. And then, I'm looking around, and they didn't tell me. Did you show up? You walk in. What a spectacular entrance you made, Judge. It was great. Thank you for that. Thank you for showing your support.
It was a great evening. You were absolutely spectacular. I was out there again last weekend, and people were stopping me on my way out of Mass, saying, "What a great Piscopo time! This was terrific."
We worked. I just poured it all out there because that's what it's all about, Andrew. Right? It's about community.
Yes.
When you think about Brookdale and Bloomfield, New Jersey, where we come from, whether it's Sussex County, but the fact that you're a neighbor and you showed up. Were you supposed to surprise me? By the way, I think because some people knew.
I was supposed to surprise you.
You did.
A little bit too early.
No, it worked great, Andrew. I so appreciate that, and I know the police and the firefighters and the first responders really, really appreciated that you showed up. Hey, you know what, Judge? I had to ask you about it. And thank you, because I know you're being pulled every which way this morning. 7:07 with the great Andrew Napolitano with Piscopo on the radio. The Mueller report. Your reaction to it, and is this never going to end, Judge?
Well, I don't know if it's ever going to end. My reaction to the Mueller report is different than my reaction to the summary of it by the Attorney General. I wish that he had not said that the Mueller team failed to exonerate the president on the obstruction of justice charge. There's no reason for him to reveal that. And, in fact, that type of material is protected from revelation. I'll give you an example. So if somebody testifies before a grand jury that Joe Piscopo did something, and the grand jury doesn't believe the person and doesn't indict, not only is the substance of that testimony secret, but the existence of it is secret, so that Piscopo's name is not dragged through the mud for something he was never accused of. That's basically what happened here. There was testimony against the president before one of Mueller's grand juries about obstruction of justice. Either the grand jury didn't believe the testimony, or the government decided it couldn't prove the case. That is supposed to be kept secret. By revealing the existence of this disagreement among prosecutors as to whether there was enough evidence to prosecute the president, the Attorney General has put a crack in the wall of there was no collusion. The crime is conspiracy, not collusion. There was no crime. The Democrats are going to drive a truck through that wall. So now the Democrats want to see all this evidence that the prosecutors saw that caused some of them to say we should prosecute, and some of them, including the Attorney General, to say we should not prosecute. That, in my view, was a great disservice that the Attorney General performed for the president. I don't know if he realized what he was doing at the time.
Yeah, so should they release the full report? Because some of us say, sure, just release it. I think the president himself...
Well, remember, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What was released on Sunday? A summary of the report. What is the report? The report is a summary of the raw evidence. So if the report is released, the next demand will be release the raw evidence. Now, the raw evidence consists of transcripts of what people told the grand jury, notes of what they told investigators, documents and bank accounts that were received, records of who traveled when and where. That kind of thing, when there is no indictment, may not be revealed absent an order from a judge. And if it is revealed, everything that Mueller did and everything that Barr did is going to be second-guessed by the Democrats, and there will be no end to this. The purpose of not indicting and not revealing the reasons for not indicting is to turn the page. By revealing this crack in the armor, so to speak, the Attorney General is preventing everybody from turning the page. Now, the flip side of this is the Democrats, most of them, some of them are sensible. Honestly, I believe Nancy Pelosi is among the more sensible ones.
Yeah.
She's trying to put out fires on her left wing. The left wing of the Democratic Party in the House of Representatives is rabidly rabidly anti-Trump. They will do anything to undermine this president, even if it means undermining themselves, as the Republicans undermined themselves when they foolishly impeached Clinton over lying about sex.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Now, Lindsey Graham is calling for a probe of the intelligence agencies and how this investigation came about. Is that warranted?
Well, that now we're talking tit for tat, Joe. So the Democrats are going to investigate Mueller and Barr and Trump, and the Republicans are going to investigate the FBI and the NSA and the CIA. I have been arguing, I hate to give you this number, for 41 years that FISA is unconstitutional. FISA, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, creates a super secret court that is permitted to give out search warrants under a easier, lesser standard than what the Constitution requires. And this has seduced FBI agents who can't get a search warrant because they don't have enough evidence from a regular judge. They go to the FISA court, which grants 99.9% of all requests for search warrants. They know they're going to get the search warrant. And because it's a secret court and because it's intelligence, not law enforcement, no one's ever going to see what they told the FISA court, or so they thought, until all this exploded right in their hands. So Senator Graham, in my view, is correct to want to investigate this, but these are cans of worms which, once opened, are not going to be closed.
It's true. Should there be?
Somebody said to me, "Judge, is our long national nightmare over?"
Yeah.
I said, no. Our long national nightmare is just beginning, because these investigations will be in front of the public, and there will be no end to them until the 2020 election.
Lord, should there be an independent counsel to investigate the FISA process?
No.
Nothing like that, huh?
No, I think FISA should be radically reformed. It should even be rescinded by the legislature. The FISA judges have been duped by the intelligence and law enforcement community into believing everything they're told and keeping everything secret. Do you know when FISA judges walk into the courthouse, they are frisked? And these are judges. And when they leave, they are frisked. They are not allowed to have papers with them. They're not allowed to have electronic devices with them. They're not allowed to have writing instruments with them. And do you know who does the frisking? The NSA. And who appears before them? The NSA. I never heard of anything so Orwellian.
I mean, and just the way they came up with this whole investigation, just is sour, Judge. It just doesn't play right. And don't you think that the public has just about, Andrew? The public has had it. We're done with it.
Yes,
That's
the reason that I am just not in favor of another round of investigations. I think the public is sick and tired of this. But you know the way politics works. If the Democrats investigate Trump, and they're going to, Republicans are going to investigate the FBI and the CIA. There are bad actors in the FBI, and there are lazy agents in the FBI who are happy to cut constitutional corners, and that shouldn't be happening. But by and large, the institution is a respectable one and a vital one to protect the nation's safety and to protect our freedoms.
And Andrew, we appreciate your valuable time. But did you ever think President Trump, he could have whacked Mueller, he could have whacked Rosenstein? He did not. He just kept quiet. I don't know if he was listening to Jay Sekulow and Mayor Giuliani. I don't know what it was, but he did the right thing. And now
he did. And history will reward him. I don't know that it's necessarily going to affect his reelection. He'll be reelected or not reelected based upon what the people think of him as a president. But 100 years from now, when another president is going through this, I wouldn't say Trump was restrained because his language was outrageous, but he certainly was restrained from using the levers of power to interfere with those investigating him. Everybody thought he would, or at least his adversaries thought he would.
Yep.
I'm a fan of his, and I thought he would.
Yeah.
But he didn't, and my hat is off to him, and history's hat will be off to him.
Judge Napolitano, before we let you go, in Jersey, legalization of marijuana, I'm not crazy about it, Judge. I love your commitment to your home state. What is your feelings about legalizing?
I'm 110% in favor of it. You own your own body. You have a right to put in whatever you want. I can't believe the Democrats are opposing this.
Spoken like a true libertarian.
Marijuana is the biggest waste of resources.
Wow. All right, Judge Andrew.
My mother, who's probably listening now, my 93-year-old mother, A, she's going to kill me because I gave her age. B, she's going to kill me because you're in favor of what?
Yes, I know. Our moms. We love our moms. Judge Andrew.
The next time we talk, we're going to talk about the fact that we discovered that our two grandfathers worked together at the same time in the same office for a waspy guy by the name of
Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison. Yeah. What are the chances of that, Judge Andrew? I mean, really.
I really don't know.
And
you could not have I mean, we've known each other for 50 years. We didn't know this about each other until the other day.
Napolitano, Piscopo, and I am convinced that our grandfathers invented the light bulb, and I'm telling you, Edison took all the credit. I will say that forever.
That's the way the WASPs treated the Italians.
They did. All right, good idea. Rosario. Hey, Napolitano, take a break. Give me that thing that's lighting up in front of you over there. I mean, you're right. Judge Andrew, thank you. I love you, Andrew. Thank you so much again for it.
All the best, Joey.
Okay, you too. Judge, God bless you too.